The afternoon sun hung low over Crescent Valley High, painting long shadows across the asphalt. The final bell had rung, students spilling out like a rush of noise and chatter. Among them was Ella Carter, a quiet 16-year-old girl who usually slipped away unnoticed. Her backpack hung loosely off one shoulder, her step small and careful, like someone always making sure not to draw attention. She wasn't invisible, just someone everyone overlooked. That's how she preferred it, or at least, that's what she told herself. She had just transferred 2 months ago, the new girl from another district. Word spread quickly that she didn't talk much, didn't attend parties, didn't post selfies. To most of her classmates, that made her an easy target, someone safe to mock because she wouldn't fight back. Ella kept her head down even when whispers followed her in the hallway, when snickers echoed behind her, when someone accidentally bumped her locker door closed as she reached inside. She had learned silence could protect her. What no one knew was that silence also hid a truth she wasn't ready to reveal. That day, the air felt heavy. She could sense it even before she stepped out of the main building. A group of kids leaned against the railing by the parking lot, the kind that ruled the school's social hierarchy. Troy, tall and arrogant, captain of the basketball team. Lena, the self-proclaimed queen bee with her sharp tongue and colder smile, and a few others, the background noise to their cruelty. They noticed Ella immediately. Troy's grin widened, and Lena whispered something to her friend, eyes glinting like she'd just spotted entertainment for the afternoon. Ella tightened her grip on her backpack straps and kept walking. Her car, an old silver Honda, waited at the far end of the lot. But as she reached the corner, Troy's voice cut through the air. "Hey, quiet girl, you lost or just ignoring people now?" His tone was mocking, loud enough for others to laugh. Ella didn't respond. That only encouraged them. Lena pushed off the railing and started walking toward her, heels tapping against the pavement. "You know, it's rude not to answer when someone talks to you," she said, her words smooth and venomous. "Or maybe you're just too shy to talk. Poor thing." Ella's heart thudded. She wasn't scared, not exactly, but she hated attention. She took another step, but they surrounded her before she could reach the car. Troy stood in front of her now, blocking her path, his smirk widening. "What's in the bag?" he asked, nodding at her backpack. "Homework? Snacks? Maybe something more interesting?" He reached out like he was joking, but Ella stepped back, clutching the strap tighter. "Don't," she said softly. "Oh, she speaks," Lena said, laughing. "Guess she's not a ghost after all." The group chuckled, their laughter echoing across the emptying parking lot. The last of the buses had pulled out. Most teachers had already gone home. The area felt strangely isolated, just asphalt, cars and tension. Troy moved closer, lowering his voice but keeping that cruel amusement. "Relax, we're just having fun. Why are you so uptight all the time? You walk around like you're afraid of people. What's your deal?" Ella's mind flashed with her father's voice. Calm, steady, disciplined. Don't react right away. Observe first. Keep your balance, Ella. Control isn't weakness, it's power. She didn't answer. That silence seemed to annoy Troy more than anything. He reached for her bag again, but this time Lena stepped in, her phone raised slightly. "Wait," she said, smirking. "Let's record this. Maybe we'll get her to finally say something." The red recording light blinked. Ella's stomach tightened. They were trying to humiliate her. Again, she took a step back. Her heel hit the concrete bumper behind her car. Now there was nowhere to go. "Delete that," she said, her tone low, controlled. "Or are you going to cry?" Lena mocked. "Come on, it's just for fun." The group snickered again. Troy leaned forward, resting his arm against her car like he owned the space around her. "You know, for someone so quiet, you've got a lot of attitude in your eyes," he said, leaning close enough for her to smell the mint gum on his breath. "Maybe we should help you loosen up." Something flickered in Ella's eyes. Not fear, not anymore. Something sharper. She straightened her posture slightly, her body language shifting so subtly that none of them noticed. Her fingers unclenched from her bag, her breathing steadied. "You should walk away," she said, voice quiet but firm. Troy laughed. "Or what?" he challenged. "You gonna call your mummy?" The laughter from the group grew again, but before he could blink, Ella's hand shot forward. Not a slap, not a punch, just a swift grab. She caught his wrist mid-air when he tried to shove her shoulder. The sound of her grip tightening made him flinch. His confident grin faltered. "What the?" he muttered. She twisted his wrist slightly, just enough for pain to jolt up his arm. He stumbled back, shock replacing his smirk. "You hurt me," he shouted. "What the hell was that?" The others froze. Ella didn't move. Her expression didn't change. "I told you to walk away," she said calmly. Her voice didn't rise. It didn't have to. Something in her tone made the air feel colder. Lena lowered her phone slowly, the red light still blinking. "Who do you think you are?" she snapped. "You can't just—" But before she could finish, a car door slammed a few spaces away. A tall man in uniform stepped out, Officer Daniel Carter, Ella's father. He had just finished a late patrol shift and had come to pick her up. His presence was commanding even without saying a word, the kind of aura that silenced trouble the moment it entered the room. His badge gleamed under the fading sun. "Is there a problem here?" he asked, voice calm but heavy with authority.